So at the Fort Defiance Library, we found the plant library. Take what you want, give what you can. Plant library guidelines. Take what you need, leave what you can. Plant bulbs must be in a labeled container. Plant bulbs must be placed inside the cart. Native plants encouraged. I have never seen anything like this. I thought that was really cool. And we're by the river again. And over here are some artistic birds. I'm not totally sure. Hold on. So by the library, there's part of the Buckeye Trail. And then this is a more up close video of the meadow birds. They go all along there. And this is called the rain garden. What is a rain garden, you ask? Well, I'm going to tell you. Functional landscaping with deep-rooted native plants designed to capture rainwater. Rain gardens keep water on site out of sewers and increase infiltration by allowing water to soak naturally back into the ground. Slow it down, spread it out, soak it in. I guess that's the garden.
Is it kind of like what they have along the Madison Square there, in front of all the businesses?
Could be. So at this point you can get to two different points. Kingsbury Park is a half mile, Pontiac Park is half mile. Are we going to them? I don't believe so. So this is the Riverside Cemetery, and there's an old building there. Is that the mausoleum?
I think it may be.
Maybe a really old mausoleum.
You'll see these old steps right here. These old stone steps. We can get out and look because the front side.
So pretty cool. So there is a weeping willow, and inside that, the hole there looks like it's starting something. They're getting out to look. I'm sure they'll tell me. And then this building here is the Riverside Chapel, which is in the Riverside Cemetery. Oh, they're looking at the plaque now. I don't know if that tells you about the tree or some of the gravestones. Who knows? Someday we might get out here and do a tour of the cemetery. It looks like a neat one to tour. So this chapel was built in 1890.
Like it grew well and they were pretty.
So what? So there's a plant growing in the hole of the willow tree. That is a weeping beech tree, not a weeping willow. Weeping beech. I've stand corrected, as I am many times. So this is the Defiance, the old power dam. But they must have it dammed up so that it's not running right now. But you can see the water on top and the water on the bottom. So that's another area of Defiance. So there's the water generators and mills that spin inside. I was told sometimes they have tours inside. So we're doing a little walking tour in Defiance now. And I believe, yes, that's the courthouse over there, but we didn't get the front of it yesterday. Cool clock. And then you can see the eternal flame. That, see the globe? Yeah, but it's like over on the corner there, sorta.
Oh, no,
There's lots of older buildings and history here. And some or the rat on the bike, and they got some bicycles there. You can see the older architecture going. You can see they got little awnings, but sort of a big city type thing with the awnings coming out of the buildings.
Where's the places that reminds me of the square?
Here's Carbonazer coffee. So it probably has coffee. You want to go, or is it open? It might not be open. Sunday's closed. Very nice. God bless. They got Meek's Pastry Shop over there, so we're gonna go see if that's open. A lot of them are closed on Sunday, so we'll see. And then you got a modern building over there, the state police. But behind it looks like a church that's older. Oh, we'll probably get that in a bit. Actually, it's State Bank and Trust. It's a bank, not a police thing. But there's a nice old church. The steeple going way up. Yeah, not a little church, a big church. You can tell it's an older building, but not seeing the years, but I know they're older. Oh, along the sidewalk here, they got the painted rocks. It starts around the corner here. This this is cool all along. Oh, this is really neat. And it ends with a heart. They just have a public restroom in the downtown area. This facility may be closed during some events, so that's nice. And it's only open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily. And the Andrew L. Tuttle Memorial Museum, and you can see maybe how old this building is. The history of Defiance banks. And it used to be the Defiance Home and Loan Association. I want to see if I can find a, what do they call them? Cornerstone? Or see if we can find a cornerstone. Tells us how old this building is. I don't see one. But as you can tell, ornate stuff. Really cool. So walking along, Kathy spotted that building with like the mosaic tile there. That's cool. I never saw a building with mosaic tiles in it before. They have a antique shop over there. The antique shop looks like it's in a little bit newer building. That's, to me, funny. There. Downtown Roots Salon and Spa. And they got the hair dryers and stuff hanging in their whatever front of their window display. Then this is Brickle. There's one, what are these called? Murals, right? Mural. There's Spock and oh, I forget her name. Yeah, Lieutenant. What is it? Yeah, Hura. And I guess maybe this is a diner. Yeah, it's Danger, and I'm not sure who the guitar player is. There's, looks like a space scene with the American flag. Really cool car. A train up above. Another guitar player. I'm not totally sure who he is either. I like his car. And do you think this is John Lennon and Oko Uno or whatever his wife's name was? Kathy said, sure, if I'm wrong, let me know. They got the G clef, huh? Yeah, I think Marilyn Monroe by the skull. And then yeah, it's probably James Dean on the car. And then there, I don't know, is he supposed to be Death? What the heck was that name? The Grim Reaper? I don't know who he is. But this was really cool. You could see a really neat old building over there. Kathy likes these tables. Table. Not sure. Not sure if that's the name of the store, Soul Sucker. I was like, oh, and it's a shoe store. I get it now. I was like, I ain't going into any store that was gonna suck my soul, but I get it now. They have a glass gallery specializing in stained glass, which has some really neat stained glass stuff here. So there's lots to check out if you're in this area, not on a Sunday. But I'm glad that they close everything on Sundays. So their post office is an older building for sure. Actually, it's a smaller post office building, but it kind of reminds me of the post office where I grew up in Altoona, PA. Again, I don't see what the age, but you just can tell. We found this really blue fountain, which is, I think, really cool. So I wanted to bring that to you. They got a big bell here in front of the courthouse. Are you able to, it's still running, are you able to go up and see what it says underneath that?
The bell?
Yeah.
This bell was cast for the courthouse clock tower in 1873. The metal for the bell was obtained by breaking up an old brass cannon found sitting at a foundry in Cincinnati, Ohio. The old field piece was made in Strasbourg, Germany, and dated 1502. It has been used in the Napoleonic Wars, seeing service in Italy, Egypt, Spain, Australia, and Germany, and had been dragged over the Alps on its way to Moscow. The cannon was returned to France, then to the United States by the old soldier who had used it all the Napoleonic Wars. Adam Wilhelm County Commissioner obtained the bell, having witnessed the breaking up of the old cannon. Plaque donated by the Defiance Tourism Bureau, 1996. And here's Dan.
And then the cornerstone on the courthouse says cornerstone laid with public ceremony July 4th, AD 1871. And then they have some names: John Elliott, W.S.W.R. Maxwell, and some other names I can't see. And then there's a memorial here.
I thought someone was there.
And there's at the memorial guys with guns, which scared Kathy. For World War II, Vietnam, global war, and then everybody that passed away in, I guess, probably the county. Then more Vietnam, World War II, more World War One, a lot from World War One too. Korea. Well, World War One goes all the way over here.
I thought that was from the two.
Yeah, no. But there are more World War IIs on the other side. There's the people who scared Kathy, dedicated to this, who paid the supreme sacrifice. And then they got the Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, and Coast Guard. And thank you all who did sacrifice for our well-being. And then there's another picture of the eternal flame. And there's another sign, probably dedicated to somebody or another. You can see the older buildings again across the street, better than when we were over there. And the VFW. Yeah, I got the global war. And then the flowers here, it's a memorial to all who served in the Navy, Armed Guard, and Merchant Marine. Our losses: 1810 lives from the Armed Guard, 6,839 lives from the Merchant Marine, 731 ships sunk, 1941 to 1945. And in memory of those who have served in the armed forces of the United States of America. And we're going to end our little trip to Defiance by looking at the courthouse. I want to thank you all for joining us. And if you like this type of video, please hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and the bell. It really helps our station, and thank you for watching the complete videos, because that helps too. And we want you to remember, whether you need walkers, wheelchairs, standard canes, to help you live your life to its fullest, it's not making you handicapped, it's making you handy capable. Thank you all. Have a great day. God bless.